All right, sir, you can unmute yourself. Thanks for joining us one more time. Good morning, sir. Oh, this is afternoon. This is 12 Nigerian time.
Yeah, in my hometown here in Ghana, it's still 11:12.
All right, sir. Some persons might not know whom you are. Please do well to tell our new viewers your name and where you are joining for, just whom you are.
Yeah, I am Awembon. I am from Upper East Region, Ghana, and my mom is a Biafran from Abia State, Ngwa woman.
Okay.
And I happen to, because of my mom, I happen to serve in the Nigerian Army for 18 years.
Yes. He said he served in the Nigerian Army for 18 years, and that is a very long service. You know, if some girls are 18 years, they have started giving birth. So 18 years is not 8 years. In fact, I remove my cap for you. It's not easy. All right, sir, you have the mic. Let me ask you a question. There have been a lot of controversy right from time. They said Nnamdi Kanu was the one that was orchestrating insecurity in the southeast. When Nnamdi Kanu was detained, they have started also pointing fingers to so many people as well. But the question I am trying to ask, and that is what I want you, sir, to establish, a concept from this as an experienced military officer who have served Nigeria for good 18 years. In my own community in Ekanotis down there, so many communities are under siege of the terrorists, they call bandits. And our side, some people were telling me even yesterday here that there are dead bodies in the bush, the killing is too much, the kidnapping is too much. And these are not Biafra agitators. The Biafra agitators are not in our state. And this thing is happening more than the Southeast. They claim that Biafra agitators are the ones sponsoring the insecurity. I am saying that if there is no ESN, all these people in our state, and we are experiencing the worst, how can we believe that it is Biafra agitators who are sponsoring this? You have the mic, sir. You can unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, Okocha, and I am so happy to be with you today. I think this is my second time or the third
of joining me live.
Yes, please. You see, there is nobody in Nigeria that knows the system very well that will tell you, a different thing from what they are saying. There is no one that will do that. We understand what is going on in that country.
Talk to us.
If you don't understand what is going on in that country, I believe that most Nigerians must have listened to Oboda Melafia. He is dead now. The man made a stunning revelation of how these people operate and how they are moving southwest of Nigeria. But mysteriously, after the expose, he mysteriously died. Nobody knows how he died. Obadiah, after the exposition, died mysteriously. You understand? So that is how it is. When someone, the only person that they have not, attempted to deal with is T.Y. Danjuma. Because when you look at what T.Y. Danjuma did, you look at the echelon of military hierarchy, T.Y. Danjuma is there. T.Y. Danjuma made a damning statement again concerning the insecurities in Nigeria. Just like he said, ESN, even when Nnamdi Kanu set up ESN, he was calling on the Delta State governor to allow ESN to come to the bushes of Delta State and chase these people out. Because there was a time in Delta, in some of those communities you mentioned, they were preventing them from attending their farms.
Not sometime. I'm telling you what is going on now as I'm talking with you.
Good. You see, where are the ESN? Is there any ESN, presence of ESN in those places? But our people from that axis are still being killed, murdered, and all kinds of atrocities meted on them. And you see people who are Igbo-speaking Biafrans coming out. Nnamdi Kanu didn't start with violence. Nnamdi Kanu started by preaching and talking. He was talking the reason why. Remember, he started with the restructuring of Nigeria. If Nnamdi Kanu never meant well for Nigeria, will he start agitating for the restructuring of Nigeria. And when you look at it, and people, when you restructure, you go out there, you protest, they unleash the barrels of guns and bullets, munitions against you. So what will you do? Innocent people were mowed down. I don't want to use some certain, words here that those that control this platform will not flag you. I have to use some kind of words. I believe that people will understand what I'm talking about. So many people were fired. So many people were sent into the mud. So many people were rolled from, jumped, and whipped. These are unarmed, innocent agitators. The world was watching. These people that are coming out now to say, oh, Nnamdi Kanu brought insecurity, they kept quiet. It is the primary responsibility of the state government to protect lives and property of your own people. If you fail, you are a failed state. Okocha, you see people coming out. They are having a field day in Nigeria. You see terrorists that are not indigenous to Nigeria coming to Nigeria to unleash mayhem on the indigenous people in that country. How will a country that is, let me say, a country that protects the sovereignty, if you are not able to protect the sovereignty of your own, the territorial integrity of your own state or your country,
meaning you are not a country,
you have no reason to be there.
Yeah,
you have no reason to be there because you have failed. You have failed. That is what Nigerians are going through. Look, let me tell you, Nigerians are semi-government on their own. They provide themselves with electricity. They provide themselves with pipe-borne water, borehole. In my mother's village and in the town in Aba, they have boreholes. They have solar dishes, okay, that they provide themselves with electricity. They build their road, especially where my mother comes from. They contribute money. Majority of them are outside. They are in the diaspora. They come home and contribute and build their roads. Where is the government? Now, to protect life, if they cannot give you all these little things, do you think that the big one of protecting, where you are going to spend a lot of resources protecting their land, do you think that they will do that? Even when they vote money to do it, you cannot know the whereabouts of these monies. And Nigerians are made to pay with their lives. You cannot move in the, especially in the north. And because they are not curtailed, the government has failed to tame these people. They have now grown. They are now grown. They have become so strong that they will now begin to expand their tentacles towards the eastern part, the southern part, the western part of Nigeria. Go and see what happened in Enugu. Recently, there was another crying of a woman in her farm in Enugu. Is it Isu or Isu in Enugu? Recently, I don't think it is even up to 3 days ago. Where is the government? Where is the government? Where is the security architectures of those states? If you cannot protect your people, you are a done deal. You are finished. You are not a government.
Honestly, sir, Nigeria don't have a government. But I would like you to talk more about the causes of this insecurity, because you were going to that angle. You were trying to say something about it.
Insecurity in Nigeria is man-made. Insecurity in Nigeria is man-made. You have a group of people that you don't have the same ideology with. You have a group of people, you are, interacting and living together with a group of people that have these different religious, religious values and beliefs, the cultural differences and so on and so forth, militating against each other. I'm using you as an example. There is no way your ideology will intertwined with the ideologies of these people. They feel that they are superior to you. They want to lord themselves over you. Will you want that to happen? Then there comes insecurity. And the attempt to take over the land. These are known facts. We are going to use the Midwest as willing tools. And the South, the estate of their forefathers. What are they doing today? How do you want to tell me that you have security outfit from controlled by the state government, and people are occupying your forest illegally, The Constitution of Nigeria Acts authorize individuals to go and reside in the forest. Okocha, when you move away from your place, you are going to the northern part of Nigeria. Do you go and reside in the forest and prevent people from doing their natural, way of life and way of living? Don't you go to the town and rent an apartment, or go to the hotel and rent an apartment? How can you now commit terrorist attack against the people in the town when you are residing in the town? It is easier for you to do that in the bushes. Just like you, Danjuma said, there is an act of ethnic cleansing that is going on in Nigeria. People are ethnically cleansing people to take over their land. For example, if you go to some places in Benue State, there are places over there that are no longer belonging to the indigenous people. In fact, it got to the attention of their sons and daughters in the diaspora. They wrote a petition to the House of Representatives. What happened? It was thrown out. It was thrown out. It was thrown out. Okay, so these are the things that are happening. They are encouraging them to come into your land and force you to leave, impose, attack, and send you into IDPs where they take over your land. It is land grabbing. It is land grabbing. This is what is going. Let me tell you. In so many places around Africa, people have animals, cows. I have never seen where people are roaming with cattle on the street. But in Nigeria, you permitted that to happen, and they use these cattle and enter into your farms. The farms you took loan to cultivate. They took it over. They graze on it. And when you come out to confront them, they will unleash mayhem on you. Hey, my brother. So these are the things. That is a way of instilling fear in you. They will use these processes to instill fear in you so that you will run away. But when you pick up the same, maximum, the same strength and the same, energy to challenge them, then they will now send the military to come and defend them. Didn't you see in Ogun State or Ondo State when the military were escorting them with their cows and everything? Didn't you see that video? Either in Ogun State or Ondo State. These are things that are happening. These people are well protected. And the point is that they want to take over your land. They have tried in subtle means. Ruga, it didn't work. Livestock economy or colony, it didn't work. Water resource bill, it did not work. Now they have now used this man to pass a livestock what bill. It is now constitutional in your home, in your country. Federal government facilitating individual private business. I have never seen that in the world before, apart from Nigeria.
All right, so officer, from your own personal experience, do you think that this insecurity going on is caused by Biafra agitators in the southeast? Because I listened to one journalist from UK, a Nigerian descent, when she was saying that people in government strategically place killers in the southeast to, to scatter the area, to carry out ethnic cleansing, to make sure they reduce people who are agitating, to make sure they reduce the power and influence of the people of the southeast. I don't really know what you think about that.
When you are fighting a very horrific system, in Nigeria, you are in for a very big mess. They would deploy everything within their arsenal, within their, disposal to destroy whatever they feel that is kicking against the authority, the so-called authority of that country. That is what you see. So when you look at Nnamdi Kanu issue, Nnamdi Kanu, like I said before, did not start as a terrorist. He was agitating for the restructuring of Nigeria, which failed. If you listen to Shetima, the current vice president today, he disagreed in the restructuring of Nigeria. He disagreed. Today he is the vice president. 2014 confab was a very good document that was set up there by then Goodluck Jonathan in order to reduce this insecurity and people moving from one place to another using their own private businesses against other people. That could have solved it, but it failed. Now, coming to what that man is telling you, I don't see Biafran agitators, Oduduwa agitators as the problem of Nigeria. They are reacting based on what is meted out on them. Remember, self-defense is not a criminal thing in Nigeria. It is only in Nigeria that self-defense is criminalized. While I was growing up, my stepdad was a retired colonel as well in the same Nigerian army. Okay. He had his weapons with him. That is what they call first line of defense. There are villagers in those days that were able to have 10 guns, single barrel guns, double barrel guns, pump actions to defend their homes against and for hunting of games. These are categorized as first line of defense. What you can use to defend yourself in case anything happens to you. But the Nigerian government, knowing fully well what they wanted to do, they withdrew all those first line of defense from the individual citizens of Nigeria and take over the responsibility which they cannot, and allow those that they are supporting in what D.Y. Danjuma said, to carry automatic assault rifles to commit mayhem on the Nigerian people. That was the beginning, because once your gate is open, it is easier for the enemy to enter and march into your compound. But withdrawing that from you makes it easier for the enemy to come in. And that is exactly what they did. From that time till today, you see the attacks going, happening left, right, and center in that country. So for me, I don't believe, if you listen to Hope Uzodinma, if you listen to the recent release from OT, they said that the problem, insecurity in Southeast, is politically motivated. The reason why the Biafran agitators under Simon, the reason why you saw Simon Ekpa came out is because of the illegal detention of Nnamdi Kanu. Let me ask you one thing. If the court had said, even there is a court in Enugu that has proscribed the IPOB as a terrorist organization, that ruling is there. It has not been stayed. There is no stay of execution on that ruling from that high court in Enugu. But you see people today on social media, in their private places, still calling them terrorists. You see people in Nigeria still calling them terrorists. Some people who did what they did, release Nnamdi Kanu today and see if most of this thing that you are seeing will happen. Simon Ekpa, according to him, he said, once you release him, then he will come out and determine what is going to happen. Why are you keeping him? When your court of appeal has quashed all the charges against him, within that a day, to tell you how wicked Nigeria is, this thing cannot happen in St. Clans. It cannot happen in St. And Nigerian people have supported it, and that is why it has grown a very serious taproot that cannot be, removed. Within one day, this court of appeal judges made their ruling. They changed them overnight in Nigeria. They changed them overnight, constituted another court of appeal judges that had made a pronouncement of stay of execution. Where in the world would that happen? Even most of you that live in foreign lands, in developed countries, where in the world would this happen? If not in Nigeria, a country that cannot even protect their citizens. You want me to call that country a country? You can, even as we speak now, there are so many places. National grid, some part of national grid is out. Nigerians live in darkness. You cannot protect life. You can't even feed them. Crude oil they know you as a crude oil producer, a crude oil producer. You run your refineries down, you cannot. If individual will set up refineries, workable refineries in Nigeria, what stops the federal government from doing so? You cannot even refine oil. Look at how much Nigerians are buying petrol and diesel in the market, kerosene, and so on and so forth. So what you call insecurity to them is politically instigated insecurity in Southeast. Look, let me tell you what they find out. Let me land on this. When the prison was invaded in Imo State, For those of you that know Imo State very well, Douglas House is a governor's office. It's very close. It's just along the place. I had opportunity to visit that place during Obasanjo's time. There are powerful CCTV cameras mounted on those places.
Okay.
32 Brigade, Obin, is not up to 20 kilometers from that place. Then you had gunmen, unknown gunmen. I'm here to tell you that these unknown gunmen are known by the politicians that are using them. Unknown gunmen had access to that place, passed and entered into the prison, operated for hours, and there was no counter response. And you want me to believe that it is ESN or Biafran Republic government in exile? You are joking. Anybody that believes that, tell them to play. Tell them to pull out the CCTV on that Douglas House and let's see the people. If you can, why are they hiding it? I've been calling for, why are they hiding it? Why can't they play it for people to see? Because that CCTV must be functional and on that day when these people march across that place to go and invade the prison. So anybody that tells you that insecurity in Southeast is caused by the agitators, that person is a liar. There are, maybe I would tell you from where I am coming from. There are individuals, interest groups that can use, this insecurity in Southeast to commit kidnapping, commit mayhem, commit all kinds, even armed robbery cases. It can happen. But I'm telling you that I don't believe that it is the agitators, that are causing the insecurity in Southeast. It is the politicians. It is the politicians one. It is the politicians two. It is the politicians. It is the politician 1 million times. Let them go and tell me that what I'm saying is not right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Before we usher Son of the Soil in, what you said is well confirmed. A lot of people saw what T.Y. Danjuma said, and this is what Opus Odema said. To just confirm what you say about politicians sponsoring insecurity.
The reason behind this, I told you times without number, in Imo State, some of the cases of banditry here are politically contrived. Some are the real attacks by bandits. So I think that the kind of politics with bitterness that is going on in the state and some part of this region should really be condemned. And that is why we have decided to embark on both kinetic and non-kinetic approach.
Is there any reason, perhaps IG or yourself as a government in Imo State discovered behind the direct assault on security agents or agencies or the Nigerian police force in Imo State? Any reason behind that? Why are they doing that?
Well, it is not limited to Imo State alone. Of course, you can see the wave of banditry across the country today. There's banditry in the northern part of the country, banditry in the southern part of the country, banditry also in the eastern part of the country. But there are peculiarities state by state. Some of these crimes are being supported. Recall that 2 years ago when this thing started in Imo State, when the bandits attacked police stations, as they're leaving from the scene of crime, people will be clapping for them. People will be laughing with them. So the people took this thing as if it was a kind of entertainment. But incrementally, lives were lost. Incrementally, assets were destroyed. Incrementally, police stations were destroyed and burnt down. Individual homes. Some targeted politicians were also, their houses were burnt. So we took personal interest to begin to investigate the reason behind this. I told you times without number, in Imo State, some of the cases of banditry here are politically contrived. Some are the real attacks by bandits. So I think that
I played this video to confirm what you said. Opus Odema said when these things were going on, they carried out investigation. Hadn't been he said they did not carry out investigation, I will not believe him. I will not listen to him because everything I say here is a product of investigation myself. So I'm glad that a governor said that they carried out investigation and they discovered that it was from the politics of bitterness. This is what people it would be hard for people to believe what Hope Uzodinma was saying. When they were burying Ifeanyi, this man said the same thing. Okocha said about this politics of bitterness as well. And last week here, and the SOT of Abia State said the same thing. He said that the insecurity in Aba is politically motivated. Well, I don't know how many times it will take people to understand. Son of Soy, thanks for joining us. Let me unmute you if I can. You can unmute yourself from there. All right. Please, we don't have much time again. I want you to tell us, from what we have discussed so far, what do you think that is the major causes or cause of insecurity challenges in the Southeast?
Okay. First of all, I want to appreciate for the privilege.
Yeah, you can be audible so that we can hear you. You can be audible.
I say, first of all, I want to thank you for giving me the privilege to talk. And I really appreciate you. First of all, I want to support this, my brother, that said the insecurity were caused by those politicians. Yes, it's true, 100% right. And themselves, they know themselves, they are not doubting it. They can only doubt it just to cover themselves, but they know what they're doing. They cause those insecurities just to label it agitators. But anybody that comes out and tell you that Simon Ekpa or Nnamdi Kanu is causing insecurity in the Southeast, that person is a very big fool. We are going home and there is nothing they can do about it. All of them know that the agitator have gone beyond their imagination, and or everything they are trying to do is just to loot money and run away. They know everything. Okay, the last time I based in Anambra State, why I'm from Ebonyi State. So the last time I traveled back home, I didn't do anything. I'm just walking freely on the road. They stopped me. Unfortunately, I went to my village. I went and brought my Biafra ID from the village. So they see me, I don't know, they stop, they search me, they see the ID card. They were kind of, I will shoot you. So you are the same people we are looking for. You are part of those we are looking for. You are this one, this one, this one. So we will shoot you, and there's nothing they can do about this one. So, but the whole drama end. They said I should. They later carried me to the ATM machine where I later withdraw 150,000 and give them before they leave me. But they later tear the ID card, they use scissors and cut it. So why are they doing all those things? They even carry me and enter police station where they show me one car. They say the man only have the Biafra flag in his car, and the man is in prison now over 5 years. The man has been in prison just because of Biafra flag they saw in his car. The man has been in prison for over 5 years, and they cannot do anything. And he's not. We are not even. They are not ready to release the man. But they asked me to bribe them because they know my mom. My mom is selling food beside the government house, that police station. That they know my mom, and they know that when I was staying with my mom, that when I was selling food with my mom, that's why they want to do it because of my mom. I should give them money. They carry me with their motor to it where I will drop 150,000 and give them before they leave now. Tear the ID card. That is criminality. So the insecurity in Southeast were caused by those politicians. All of them, they know it all. They cannot deny it. They're only doing that thing just to protect themselves. They're only running a selfish politician. They're selfish politicians. That is what they are. They only care for themselves and not the citizens. That is the only thing they care for.
This is unfortunate.
Yes, they care for themselves and not the citizens. Where they will, okay, I was in Ebakaliki when they called them that thieves are robbing one shop. They called them. Instead of them to go that place, they didn't go that place immediately. After the thieves left, they went back there. If they see you passing that place, they will grab you and say the youth are part of them. They will grab you and go and put it inside police station. They have been doing it not once, not twice. They even carry me once a day. Something you know nothing about. The damn coming back to work.
All right, 1 minute. The army officer X want to say something about what you are saying.
You see, my brother, the worst thing that will happen to any individual is to fall into the hands of these unprofessional, security agencies or agents. That's the worst thing that will happen to you. They will extort you. If you don't give them what they want, they will level some kind of phantom charges against you and throw you into a waiting trial. And nobody will do about it. That is the system in Nigeria. Lack of due process. Lack of due process. You are right. Look, when Buhari took over power, what did he say? That you are right. The interest of the country overrides your own individual human rights. Is it not true? He said it.
Yeah.
People lament and lament and lament and lament. Nothing came out of it. That man has come and gone. Another one has stepped in. The same thing. That is the reason why when you go to any national TV today and make some kind of protest in terms of submission or deposition you make on the TV station, you are censored or you are fined. You remember Shehu? Shehu was fined for interviewing Emma Powerful, I think sometime ago. They censor you. They do, because that's a place where there is no rule of law, there is no organization, everything is moving on. And those people that don the uniform and the arms as given to them by the authority are the only people that knows the law that can do anything and on top. If not for the reasons of social media and video evidences that are coming out today, do you think that most of the things that you see today, you will see them? A policeman will wake up and thoroughly beat up a civilian. They always go for the low-hanging fruit. Innocent people. People that are unarmed. That is where it pains me. When I look at them doing whatever they are, I saw one, a general, with his orderly, dragging a woman and a fiance, it is a fiance, yes. A fiance and a fiancée dragged them out and was malhandling them simply because they overtook, based on report as alleged, overtook their convoy. Who are you to overtake me? Is that something that will cause you to beat anybody up? If not in Nigeria. These are some of the things that is going on there that is very, very. I'm sympathetic to every one of you that have gone through these ordeals in the hands of those that are supposed to protect you. But they will no longer, they can never attack frontally those that are wielding the same weapons that they are. They cannot do that. But they always go after to begin to catch people, arrest people at random. And that is how you are going to spend your time in that detention.
It's unfortunate. It's heartbreaking.
Very, very unfortunate, sir. Thank you.
Heartbreaking. Thank you so much. Son of the Soil, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This is a sad story. And I think this your story is supposed to be well documented. I don't know if you can have the time. Chat me up on WhatsApp. Let's have one-on-one section based on this, your story. Because a lot of people have complained to me about this story, but they are afraid to come online to say this to the public. So I will honor it, and I would like it if we can schedule one-on-one section to discuss about your personal experience, because this is just a general experience that people from the Southeast have been experiencing. What do you think about it?
It's nice, it's okay. But how can I get your number? Because I don't have
the number I use for this platform. I have a specific number for this platform. That is the number you will see close to the link you used to join. I put it close to the link there on the comment section. And yeah. Okay, let me do something now. Let me see if I can, so that you will just take it from here now. That is this. I'm trying to put it on the screen so that you can take it from there. That is this one. Okay. It's 08103 120409. Okay. So that we'll have a private section probably tomorrow. No, tomorrow I won't be opportune. Next tomorrow we can have it in the evening.
No problem. I'm active always.
All right. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
You are
Just
not
that
taking the number, right?
yes, yes, yes. The thing that is happening is not for only me, it's for everybody. So and we
Yeah.
are suffering it all. So
Yeah.
it's paining me a lot. Not once, not twice. Where in a situation by which you will suffer and get money, buy cloth and wear, they will see you and they will grab you and say you are who you are this one, this one, this one, this one. What the hell? We are suffering.
All right.
Seriously.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, Bros
Our
Okocha.
brother Harrison. Good morning,
Eh,
sir.
Hello, Bros Okocha. Good morning. I greet you. I greet everybody when they behind us.
I don't know if I can render apologies. We also have another person on the screen, Solomon, but he's not showing his face. But anyway, you can just talk to us for a few minutes because we have already
Just
exhausted our time. But I will give you
yeah.
a few minutes to
I bet not.
talk to us.
I bet not. I bet not. Verse I complete. I want to talk on the way it in my mind. I'm not trying to to encourage violence. But I dey really one thing for me because I dey lis ten to you for a very long time. I dey come from Spain. I Spain I dey. I dey come from Spain. I'm in Nigeria from Edo State, EG from Uromis to be precise, Ishaman. So my brother, if I see the way when this our politician, I want to talk only about our politician. To my mind or my opinion, as it dey me. Because like say people when wicked, when they get mad, when they do good thing, they not dey Nigeria again. What I use
Okay.
that mean? Uh, if soldiers or terrorists or people when say government they hurt them, politicians they hurt them. All these politicians, if we face their family, if I cannot feel issue, for example, I don't want to mention anybody's name. As a politician, one of the politicians will get 2 or 3 or 5 behind them when they say they know they feel they reach. He don't get family. If you go after these people family, may go they tell his next brothers or if only brothers say man, see what they saw. They're not gonna change their behavior. I believe they go change their behavior. If we
Yeah.
really not be to they follow to the face it within ourselves, me or they face you or they face me. When I know say okay, that man, when I not finish, he get family, he get village when for come. I'll go look for a family for that village. If we worry that a village person, that's the family for that village, then he will go tell the following office member, say, "Man, see what happened to my family." Oh." They're not going to change their behavior.
They go change. They go change.
I believe that they will change. But not because not be for me to follow you when because you be innocent. I'll say somebody do me something, I'll come to follow you when they see they do. I'll feel that I leave people when they do me. People say when get because it's there for you. I the one that does you carry gun, you go village, you go to keep people when they say now what you they suffer, then they suffer. Then why not go the village? Go the village when they say people when they punish you. Even though when you not see a one on one, you must see somebody when relate to her.
It's so bad, and that is the reason why we are saying that this has to stop.
My opinion, now just also my opinion could have been say people when be say men they downtown, but they downtown they really get the mind to they say they want to present. Leave people when they suffer the way they suffer. Look for the village of the people when be say that they punish you. Look, take your time, investigate, find out who relates with them. Then reason with that person. They made the score reach where he did. Now scores now. The scores go reach where they go know, they go believe now.
No, not like that.
Okay. Now my mind,
It's
my mind
okay.
I talk.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you so much for your opinion. Officer.
You see, we're done, Mr. Harrison. You see, our people where my mother comes from in Igbo land, they said, West, Okocha, you will bear me witness because also you will understand this problem. West will not stay in the stomach and be, and you determine whether it will be sweet or bitter. It is only when you speak it out that people will know whether it is sweet or bitter. You see what my brother said right now. You see, there comes a time in one's life, in someone's life where you take drastic measures to protect your interest. And that, which is, for me to come here and begin to banter words with you, my friend, we are in the water. We are in the hot water, you and I. You and I are in the hot water. Why will I now go and be bantering words with you? My family are suffering simply because they don't have access to those corrupt systems. They are not near there. Your own is suffering simply because you don't have a say. Your people are not there. Man, no man. It is for them then. God for them, you see, all for one and God for us all for themselves and God for us all. That is what they do. That is what they do. See, my brother, it is very, very shameful for anyone or someone like me to begin to banter words with you because I know how what you are passing through. You also feel me through what I am going through. So this is see, let me tell you what is going on. For a long time, the problem we have in the entire southern Nigeria, I call it the entire southern Nigeria, the old southern Nigeria, south, southeast, southwest, is unity. You people have never for one day come out and speak in one voice. What makes Nigeria what it is comes from your land. What makes Nigeria to be boastful today comes from your land. Now tell me, how many of you are benefiting from? I was in Bakassi Peninsula while I was fighting against the Cameroonians. My brother, is an eyesore. Where these people defecate is where they fetch water and drink. These are where the oil and gas is being mined, exploited. People are being exploited. Their natural resources are being exploited. And they themselves, their lives also are being exploited. If you people will come as one person and speak, there will be disagreement, yes. But agree for that just common thing that holds you and I together, which is life first, the resources you have in your land. Then you see if Nigeria, and voice it out, you see if those people in Abuja that are collecting everything that comes from your land, put it in one pot. Those that contribute, those that do not contribute will come and share. You that contribute, they will give you a tiny. Go and look at the allocation of Kanu State and combine it with what they gave to Southwest and see if it is a good thing to be done against the people. See, let me tell you one thing before I round up. When the Fulani headers, armed headers, entered into a place they call Agogo in Ashanti region, they were paying people, they were laying people, they were laying, even old women, they lay on them. I'm telling you, they buy a lot of people, destroy crops. It took only the intervention of an MP, a member of parliament, and the kings, the chiefs of that town, to send a petition that put a very hot fire under the anus of the president. And the president, the president did not even send the soldiers. It was the police. Not even the soldiers. It was the police. It was the police. And go and watch the video. The message was expressed and stunning. Go and do this and free those people. You have no right to use your private business to destroy another person's private business or even cost him or her his or her life. And we did that. Today, you can't see them anymore. You can't see them anymore because of the room that you people have given to them in Nigeria. That is why they are proving stubborn. And when they entered into your forest, to tell them to move away, they will tell you that you have no right to chase them away. They claim your land. And the more they sit there, the more they multiply, the more they bring in, and the more, once they begin to see themselves, they are having a considerable population, then they will challenge you and challenge your traditional stool. That is what is going on. Thank you so much.
Exactly. What you just said, and that was exactly what I was referring to. If you affected the member of their family, let the indigenous look for a member of their family, those men that is in position to speak, that refuse to speak, that has the authority to say a word, let it affect a member of their family. They will do something. They will.
It's all right, my brothers. Thank you so much. We have exhausted our time. Really appreciate you people's contribution, especially our ex-military officer who has served our nation for 18 years without benefit. Yeah, exactly. It's not an easy thing. Brother Harrison, and everyone have joined us so far. Yeah. All right. Do well to join us on our next program.
Yeah.
All right. Have a nice day, everyone.